We had some travel days ahead of us. For overnights, we have really enjoyed staying at Harvest Hosts. There aren't too many Harvest Hosts outside of Badlands, but we did find one. About an hour drive from the Minuteman Delta One launch facility is the Lazy Bee Suffolk's Farm. The owner sold his HVAC business in Sioux Falls for a simpler life. His specialty is raising Suffolk Punch horses. They're large, powerful, working, pulling horses, quite impressive. And his hospitality, including his willingness to share some electricity, made for a great stopover. The next morning, we were back on the interstate for a few travel days. We made our way to Renner, South Dakota, just outside of Sioux Falls. Gary and Cleo had bought a small farm and retired to a beautiful area. They had a 30-amp hookup and water to share. There was also some great walking to be had on the property. They were such nice hosts. Another travel day took us to Iowa. Did you know they make wine in Iowa? Just over the border and outside of Omaha is the Bodega Victorian Winery. Doug, a veteran formerly stationed in Spain, fell in love with their wines, and when he retired, he and his wife Brenda found this region of Iowa to create their own winery. We went indoors to explore, but when we came back out, Karen noticed one of the sway bars had broken off of our ProPride hitch and was laying on the ground. After a bit of panic, I got on the phone with ProPride. By then, it was after hours, and I left a message to get back to me. Without that sway bar, I could not attach the hitch, and we were stuck. About 6:30 p.m., my phone rang. It was a ProPride engineer calling me from his daughter's ball game because he had heard I was stuck. He quickly diagnosed the problem and the part that had failed. By the way, I apparently had not properly greased the part, which led to the failure. He told me about a specific size nut I could use in place of that part. Luckily, Doug knew of a farm store still open a few miles away, and I was able to get the part for under $1. By the time I returned to the winery, it was dark, but Karen held a light and I replaced the part, and it seemed to work fine. I'm so impressed with the customer service from ProPride. I highly recommend them and will put a link in the show notes to their awesome hitch system. Then we woke up to this. If I had waited until morning to fix the hitch, which is what I wanted to do, I would have been swimming in mud and muck. That's why you should always listen to your wife. But after we hitched up, a little four-wheel drive from the truck got us on our way and out of the muck. Frankly, it was a miserable day to be on the road, but we pulled into a small RV park in Independence, Missouri that afternoon and hunkered down for the night. The next morning, we did a little walk of the area. We were actually camping on the hill, which was a part of an area called Temple Lot. And that's the place where Joseph Smith first wanted to build the first Mormon temple. We had to get going, but I really want to come back and explore the area more fully. We continued south to visit some friends and do some mooch docking near Joplin, Missouri. In our next episode, we explore the vestiges of Route 66, a super fun toxic cleanup site, doesn't that sound like fun, and discover some of my family roots from the area. We'd love to have you as part of our adventures. Our goal is to grow this channel, and that will only happen if you subscribe. We appreciate you liking the episode. It really helps as YouTube algorithms use those likes and subscriptions to promote the channel to new viewers. And our goal is to build the channel. Karen, Wesley, and I wish you happy travels. See you next time.